What's up? Coming at y'all with another video. We just had a couple of days ago a tough loss versus Buffalo. There's been, a lot of other content creators who, had their breakdowns, but I just wanted to come on this week and, it's not much that needs to be added other than, if you watched the game last Sunday, you saw that the Raiders pretty much got beat in every phase of the game. Especially they lost the battle in the trenches. I actually, last week, I went out to a spot here in Dallas where I live at and watched the game with some other Raider fans. And as I walked into the bar, the Raiders were on that very first drive where they scored. And, I got excited. After that, it just spiraled out of control, ended up losing 38-10. And, there was not really much to take away from that game. I just think now we look forward to Pittsburgh on Sunday night. And, as I record this video, last night was Monday Night Football, and Pittsburgh did win mainly because of their defense. Now, offensively, they're not too good, and I think if the Raiders, show up actually this week, they could end up 2-1. I don't want to say it's a gimme game because last year in Pittsburgh on Christmas Eve, that surely wasn't a gimme, and we know how that ended up. But I do think they have somewhat of a shot to win this game. And, you got to, protect the football. I don't think that interception that Jimmy threw was all his fault. You obviously saw the ball get tipped there. This is a defense in Pittsburgh that, likes to get turnovers. And last night, I believe they had a couple of turnovers, which is how they won the game. So I think that they're going to be looking as well to get some turnovers from the Raiders on Sunday night. On our end, the Raiders end, I think, we got to get the running game going. Josh Jacobs in the first two games, especially last week, he finished up with negative yardage. So definitely can't have that this week. And, last year, Jacobs started off very similar. He didn't really get going until maybe a couple of weeks into the season, except the only difference was he played last year during the preseason as to where this year he showed up, a week and a half or 2 weeks right before the season. So he's going to need a little bit of time to get up to speed. Hopefully we can see some improvement going forward. And then we dodged the bullet with Davante Adams not having a concussion, as that was reported yesterday. And hopefully Jakobi Meyers can get back on the field. This would be about 2 weeks since his concussion. I've never had a concussion before, and I know everybody's different. So, hopefully we could see him on Sunday night because his presence was definitely missed on last Sunday versus Buffalo. And then a big topic also that's been going on in the Raiders community is Hunter Renfrow. I think we need to get him more involved in the offense, whether Myers plays or whether he doesn't play. I definitely think, I listen to a lot of other creators like Q, for example, that does Locked On Raiders. And one of the things that I've heard with Renfrow is we're paying this guy $16 million and he's hardly being utilized on the field. And, for that amount of money, we could have probably went and found some help on the defensive side of the football. So I don't get that dynamic and what's going on there, but hopefully we can get Hunter Renfrow involved this week. We'll see how that goes. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to add before I end this video is Jimmy G. Jimmy G was throwing a lot of underneath routes. It was mainly to Jacobs and Adams. And I just think, kind of to build off of that point about Renfrow is we need to spread the ball around. The offense was really predictable last week, and Buffalo shut that down. So, Jimmy, I understand that his game is not necessarily down the field, but we at least got to take a few shots here and there, not counting the shot that Davante Adams took who shouldn't have been in the game at that point, but that's a different topic for another day. But yeah, Jimmy G, we need to see him going down the field a little bit more, especially like hopefully if we do get Myers back, that, you know, they won't really be able to play Davante Adams as tight, you know, in double coverage, anything like that. That's why Myers, you know, was getting a lot of catches in the first game, because, you know, the Broncos had Davante Adams double covered down the field. So we can only hope that Jakobi Meyers comes back and we can get Hunter Renfrow more involved. So I really won't make this a long video. I just didn't make anything for week 1. It's been kind of hectic on my end. I don't know going forward in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna be back at some point, but I don't know how many videos I'm going to be able to make in the next few weeks, only because I'm going to have surgery next week, and I don't know what that recovery is gonna look like. So we'll just see. I may be able to do some content. I won't really be able to get around much, you know, for at least the first week or two. So we'll kind of see how that works out. But you know, just wish me the best, and you know, I hope everyone out there in Raider Nation is doing well themselves. And I hope to talk to you again real soon. Go Raider Nation.